Good day everyone, welcome back to my channel, Soul is Life. Today I'll be showing you the pattern pieces that I'll be working with. First we have the back section, 2 pieces. Then we have the front section, cut on a fold. What I did was I went ahead and fold 1/2 inch and it into half, which will be 1/4, and I flat stitch it down on both 2 pieces to the back and the 1 piece to the front. I also have 2 liners for the back neckline, 1 liner cut on a fold for the front neckline, and I also have a strap that's gonna join to the shoulders. So these are the pieces, so let's begin. Here we have the 2 back pieces. So what I did was I had 1/2 inch seam allowance, so I fold double times, which will be 1/4, and that's gonna give you the fold that you just stitch all the way up. I'm gonna just stitch all the way up on both sides. This is the back of the top. This is where you're gonna choose to put your closure. So I leave an extra 1/2 inch off on both sides. So for the 2 back pieces, you're just gonna go ahead and fold the seam allowance in and then flat stitch all the way down. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll be back to show you what it looks like. Here we have the front section of the top. What I did, I folded in the seam allowance 1/2 inch, double, which is 1/4 inch, and I'm just gonna stitch this down. I'm gonna do the same thing here. Just fold in 1/4 inch, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just stitch it down. So that's all I did, just fold it in, and I'm gonna do it all the way down, just like this side. I'm gonna flat stitch here and flat stitch here, and I'll be back to show you what it looks like. Okay, here we have the back piece stitched down on both sides. And here we have the front stitched down both sides. So this is what it looks like. So now we're gonna move on to the next step. So first we're gonna work on the front. On the front section, we're gonna place the liner along the neckline. I'm gonna fold 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch on both sides, and then I'm gonna stitch all the way over. I'm gonna flip it over and flat stitch it down. So that's gonna be for the front. For the 2 pieces of the back section, I'm gonna go ahead, place the liner on the neckline, fold in 1/4 inch, stitch it down, and I'm also gonna stitch the neckline down. So I'm going to sew the neckline down, and I'm going to fold this in 1/4 inch and stitch this down. Then I'm going to fold it over and flat stitch the bottom all the way down. So I'm going to do the same thing on both pieces of the back. And then we have the strap pieces. I'm just going to fold the straps in half, stitch all the way along the sides, turn it over on the right side. I'm going to do the same thing with the other strap, fold it in half, stitch it all the way down, fold it over on the right side. So I'm going to do the straps. I'm also going to put the liners on the back pieces, and I'm going to put the liner on the front piece. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be back to show you what it looks like. After you're done stitching the pleat, I place a liner on the neckline. So I'm now going to go ahead and stitch the neckline, turn it over, and flat stitch the top. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done, and I'll be back to show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like after we stitch the pleats, the sides, and put the liner on. Now I pinned the edges of the liner, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next. This is the strap that we first did. I'm going to place the strap here, turn it over, and pin the strap down. Take the other strap, place it over, place it here, turn it over, and then pin the other strap down. Oh. Okay, and these are the two straps that's going to go on the shoulder. So you pin it down, you're just going to stitch it down so it would stay in place. Now we have the back pieces. This is what it looks like after we sewn the liner piece on both sides. So this is what it's going to look like. So now I'm going to show you now what we're going to do with these two pieces for the back. So we're going to work on the closure section. So I'm going to be using a zipper for the closure. So I'm going to go ahead now, pin everything up, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do next. First, I'm going to begin by showing you what we're going to do with the two back pieces. I measured the length of the zipper to the length of the top. Wherever the zipper ends, I went up 1/4 of an inch and I placed a mark. So from that mark to the end of the top is where I'm going to just flat stitch down. So after I did that, I opened whatever seam allowance is from there. It's going to be the same seam allowance that you have up here. Since here is 1/2 inch, I pleated down, I pinned down 1/2 inch. So this will be where the zipper is going to go. So I took a zipper and I just placed it right below, 1/4 inch below where you did the stitching. And then I just lined it up to the blouse. So it goes all the way up. For this pattern, it goes all the way up. So now I'm going to remove these pins that I have, and I'm going to pin the zipper down. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to pin the zipper down. And then I'm just going to go ahead, sew the zipper all the way down, across, and all the way back up. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be back to show you what it looks like. And after I have stitched, marked the zipper length, stitched it down, I fold it over. So this is what I do. This is how I pin the zipper. I just pinned it alongside here, and I just pinned it alongside here. So now I'm going to stitch all the way, come over, and come up. I'm going to do so. I'm going to go ahead and stitch it all the way around, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, here I have the straps sewn on to the top. This is the front side, and the zipper sewn on to the back. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to join the underarm and the waist together, and I'm just going to pin it and seam allowance 1/2 inch. I'm just going to stitch all the way down. I also have this side, gonna line it up, seam allowance is 1/2 inch, and I'm gonna stitch all the way down. After that, I'm also gonna hem the bottom of the top, and I'll be back to show you what it looks like.